In this video, we'll be going over Command Center, a great way to manage any issues that may be occurring in your process. Command Center's initial screen will show you portfolios. Going into the portfolio will show you process runs that have happened within the portfolio. If you want to organize your portfolio more, you can use all the filters on the side of the screen. Here we'll group by the client, which shows a client that we have previously created. Once again, the process runs of this client will be shown on the next screen. And again, you can use the selection on the side of the screen to filter it even more. Here we'll filter it by the workspace and go into that. In the workspace, we'll be shown the same thing once more. We can go into the processes after this, and here we can see the process runs. If there are multiple runs for a process, multiple will be shown on this screen. The previous screens are a great way to manage your process runs when there is a very high volume of processes being ran. Clicking into the process, we can see that it had no issues while running. We can see the process steps and the messages and metadata involved in them, the engine details and metadata and messages, the files. We can also add comments and see activity from anyone else in Conduit Command Center. Here is another screen where there are example processes. We can see that there is a completed process and another process that has been marked to have an issue. And click into that process to see more details. Here we can see a detail that added to the process, and on the other side of the screen, in the sidebar, we can see options on what to do with the process. There's an option to wait on the client, to mark as resolved, to assign to yourself, to remove the assignee, and to send to support. Here we'll mark it as resolved, and as long as the process has been completed, it will revert to the completed state. At the top of the screen, you can see a date range filter that lets you filter up to a year ago. You can also refresh the page to see new process runs and use the navigation bar to navigate through Command Center.